Hello and welcome to a showcase of my Kanto Pokédex binder. Take a look and enjoy. What I've got here is the binder of the 151 Pokemon from within the Kanto region, as if it were a Pokédex itself. Filled with some of my favourite art from a wide range of sets and artists, with some attention brought to cards for an up close and personal view. With a region like Kanto, there have been many sets and cards for each of the Pokemon. Narrowing it down to pick a favourite can be quite challenging. Factor in picking cards is what fits the Pokemon style, their personality. What art lends best to showing their characteristics? I try to keep it varied with a number of different artists. I can't help it if I'm, a little bit biased, I suppose, if they are some of my favourites after all. With a collection like this, there are a lot of choices that need to be made. For example, picking the language of the cards, the type of cards like EX or other ultra rares. Ultimately, it's personal choice. For me, I've decided to stick with English and cards that come from basically anywhere from like base set all the way through to the end of Sword and Shield, I think. Again, I've decided no EXs or ultra rares. I'm keeping everything as a basic Pokemon card. Additionally, it's important to have a good idea of what you want to do with said collection. The phrase collection goal has come more into prominence, and rightfully so. As I sort of said a minute ago, it's important to have an idea of what you want to go for. It's easy to get wrapped up and to want everything, buy every product, go for everything, open as many packs as you can get to get all of the cards. FOMO being a huge part of that. This binder was done with the idea of completing it with the cards that I already had. I didn't want to go out and have to buy 150 plus cards. Luckily though, there are wonderful people in the community that I've become friends with and will trade for some pretty interesting cards throughout. Also, not to take away from like the recent set of Scarlet and Violet 151. I've had the idea to do this for a while, and I'll be the first to say I'm certainly not the first person to have come up with the idea. But 151 is a fantastic set. A lot of the artwork is great. The continuity between evolutions and artists is a fantastic idea, and I've sort of replicated that somewhat to a point with some of the cards. This is one of my binders that I'd consider complete, but it's not to say that I'm never going to swap out a card or be on the lookout for something new. I'm sure it will happen. Really, it's just a quick swap out to the new card. But right now though, I am happy with the selection of cards I've curated for this. I hope this has been a fun dive into one of my binders, and I've given a good example and explanation as to why I wanted to do this. I'll definitely do it again with another binder for sure. Maybe not a Pokédex one, but maybe just another one of my binders of something different. I think that'd be good. Yeah. I'd love to hear what people thought about this, what maybe their favourite card was within it, what their favourite Pokemon is. Maybe even a favourite card of a Pokemon that I don't then have in the binder. Yeah, would love to hear that. I think this is such a fun and creative way to build a collection. I have a few binders that are dedicated to a singular artist or set. This is a culmination of sorts for a generation of Pokemon. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.